Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Access denied not anymore, fixing S3 bucket permissions, a comprehensive guide. Encountering access denied errors when trying to interact with your Amazon S3 bucket is a common and frustrating experience. This usually stems from misconfigured permissions, preventing you, or your application, from performing actions like reading, writing, or listing objects. This comprehensive guide will walk you through the various reasons you might encounter this error and how to diagnose and fix them, along with practical code examples. Understanding the root causes of access denied. Before diving into solutions, let's break down the common culprits behind the access denied error. 1. IAM user or role permissions *. The AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, user or role attempting to access the S3 bucket doesn't have sufficient permissions granted via IAM policies. This is the most frequent cause. 2. S3 bucket policy *. The bucket itself has a policy that explicitly denies access based on certain conditions, example IP address, MFA requirements, specific IAM users. These policies take precedence over IAM user/role policies. 3. S3 object acls. Access control lists individual objects within the bucket might have acls that deny access to the user or role. While acls are generally less preferred for managing permissions compared to bucket policies, they can still create access issues. 4. AWS account level block public access settings *. AWS provides account level settings that can block all public access to S3 resources, overriding individual bucket or object policies/ACLs. 5. VPC endpoint policy. If using VPC endpoints, if you're accessing the S3 bucket from within a VPC using a VPC endpoint, the endpoint policy might be restricting access. 6. SSE/KMS encryption issues * when using server-side encryption with KMS, SSE/KMS, the IAM user or role needs permissions to use the KMS key associated with the object. 7. STS session token issues * if you're using AWS STS, security token service, to assume a role and obtain temporary credentials, the STS session might have been created with restricted permissions or might have expired. 8. Incorrect region * you might be attempting to access the S3 bucket from a different region than the one where it resides. This can lead to access denied errors because AWS resources are region specific. 9. Requester pays bucket * the bucket may be configured as a requester pays bucket. In this case, the requester must explicitly include the request payer parameter when making requests, and their account must have appropriate permissions. 10. Object ownership * when transferring objects between accounts, S3 object ownership controls who owns the object and who has access. Troubleshooting steps, a systematic approach. A systematic approach is crucial for pinpointing the exact cause of the access denied error. Here's a step-by-step troubleshooting process. 1. Verify IAM user/role permissions ****. Check the attached policies ***. Navigate to the IAM console, locate the IAM user or role attempting to access the S3 bucket, and examine the policies attached to it. Ensure the policy grants the necessary permissions. Use the IAM Policy Simulator *. The IAM Policy Simulator is a powerful tool for testing policies. You can simulate an operation, example S3 get object, S3 put object, on the bucket and see if the policy allows or denies the request. Ensure the IAM user/role exists. Double check that the IAM user or role exists and that the credentials being used are valid. Typos in usernames or account IDs can cause unexpected access issues. 2. Inspect the S3 bucket policy ***. Examine the bucket policy. Go to the S3 console, select the bucket, navigate to the Permissions tab, and examine the bucket policy. Look for explicit deny statements. Pay close attention to any deny statements in the policy. These statements explicitly deny access, even if other policies grant it. Evaluate conditions. Analyze the condition blocks in the policy. These conditions specify under what circumstances the policy applies. For example, a condition might restrict access based on IP address or MFA status. 3. Review object ACLs, use with caution. Discourage ACLs. As mentioned earlier, it's generally recommended to manage S3 permissions primarily through IAM policies and bucket policies, and minimize the use of ACLs. However, if you suspect ACLs are contributing to the issue, you can inspect them. Check individual object ACLs. In the S3 console, select an object, navigate to the Permissions tab, and check the ACL settings. 4. Check account level block public access settings. Account settings. Go to the S3 console, and in the left-hand navigation pane, under Access Control, select Block Public Access, Account Settings. Review the settings to ensure they aren't unintentionally blocking access to your bucket. 5. Verify VPC endpoint policy, if applicable. Locate the VPC endpoint. Go to the VPC console, and find the VPC endpoint that is configured to access S3. Examine the policy. Review the endpoint policy to ensure it allows access to the specific S3 bucket and operations that are required. 6. Check SSE KMS permissions, if using KMS encryption. KMS key policy. Go to the KMS console, locate the KMS key used to encrypt the objects, and examine the key policy. Ensure IAM user/role has KMS permissions. The IAM user or role attempting to access the encrypted objects must have the following permissions in the KMS key policy. KMS decrypt, for reading objects. KMS encrypt, for writing objects. KMS generate data key, for reading objects when using the AWS SDK. KMS describe key, recommended for troubleshooting. 7. STS session token issues. Session duration. Ensure that the STS session duration is sufficient for the operations you're performing. Short session durations can lead to token expiration. Session policies. Verify that the STS session policies, if any, don't restrict access to the S3 bucket or operations. 8. Region check. Verify the region. Double check that you are making requests to the correct AWS region where the S3 bucket is located. You can find the region in the S3 console or by using the AWS CLI. 9. Requester pays, if applicable. Include request payer parameter. If the S3 bucket is configured as requester pays, you must include the request payer parameter in your requests and specify requester as its value. 10. Object ownership. Verify ownership. Check the object's ownership settings. If the object is owned by a different AWS account, appropriate permissions are required. Ownership settings. You can configure object ownership during upload, or after an object is uploaded, you can change the owner. Code examples, fixing permissions with AWS CLI and SDKs. Here are code examples demonstrating how to fix S3 bucket permissions using the AWS CLI and SDKs, Python using Boto 3. Remember to replace placeholders, example your bucket name, your IAM user ARN, your KMS key ARN, with your actual values. 1. AWSCLI***. A. Granting IAM user read/write access via bucket policy**. B. Granting access to an IAM role**. C. Requester pays**. To access a requester pays bucket, include -request payer requester in your AWS CLI commands. 2. Python, Boto3 SDK. 3. KMS encryption permissions, Boto3. To upload or download KMS encrypted objects, your IAM role/user requires permissions to use the KMS key. You need to modify the KMS key policy to grant access. Important considerations ***. Principle of least privilege *** always grant only the necessary permissions. Avoid granting overly broad permissions, like S3**, unless absolutely required. *IAM roles for EC2 instances *. When your application runs on an EC2 instance, use IAM roles instead of hard-coding IAM user credentials. This is more secure and manageable. Testing thoroughly test your permissions after making changes to ensure they work as expected and don't unintentionally restrict access to other resources. Logging and monitoring enable S3 server access logging and CloudTrail logging to track access requests and identify potential security issues. CloudWatch metrics can also help monitor S3 performance and access patterns. Avoid wildcards if possible. When creating resource ARNs in your policies, try to avoid wildcards where possible to reduce the risk of unintended access. For instance, instead of ARN AWS S3:mybucket/*, explicitly specify the prefixes or object names that the policy applies to. Use pre-signed URLs*. For temporary access to objects, consider using pre-signed URLs. These URLs grant temporary access to a specific object without requiring the user to have permanent IAM credentials. Object ownership, S3 object ownership when dealing with cross-account object transfers or when different accounts interact with the same bucket, object ownership plays a critical role. Ensure that the object owner has granted the necessary permissions to the other accounts. Consider using the bucket owner enforced setting for S3 object ownership when objects will be accessed by multiple accounts. Summary and best practices. Fixing access denied errors in S3 requires a methodical approach. Understanding the potential causes, using the AWS tools for debugging, and applying the principle of least privilege are essential. Here's a quick recap of best practices. Use IAM roles whenever possible. For applications running on AWS resources, use IAM roles to manage access credentials. Prefer bucket policies over ACLs. Manage S3 permissions primarily through bucket policies. Grant least privilege. Only grant the permissions required for the specific task. Regularly review permissions. Periodically review your IAM policies and bucket policies to ensure they are still appropriate and don't grant excessive access. Leverage logging and monitoring. Use S3 server access logging and CloudTrail logging to track access events and identify potential issues. By following these guidelines, you can minimize the risk of access denied errors and ensure the security and integrity of your data in Amazon S3. Remember to thoroughly test any changes you make to your bucket policies or IAM policies to ensure that they work as expected and do not inadvertently restrict access. Good luck.